Hey Canucks fans, welcome to another edition of Ask Me Anything. I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Sunday, August the 1st. If you're new, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button for Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Welcome to my weekly feature, Ask Me Anything, where I take all of your questions that you left on yesterday's vlog and I try and answer as many of them as I can. Can't get to all of them simply because of the sheer volume, which is a good thing, but I'll do my best to get to about a dozen or so. And just before I start, quick programming note tonight. My weekly live stream for everyone is not members only, so everyone's welcome to come. But I'm starting at 10:30 p.m., not at 10 p.m. Pacific, but 10:30 p.m. Pacific. But it'll be well worth the wait as we will do the draw for the 7K giveaway. Someone's going to win 4 of these prints from Gassy Jack Art. So again, 10:30 tonight. I hope to see you for my live stream. Okay, let's get right to it. Thanks to everyone who submitted questions. The first one's from Steven. Where do you think the Canucks will finish in the standings? I actually think they're going to finish second in the Pacific Division. I had them pegged as battling third, fourth, fifth before they made all the moves, and I like what they did, and I'm not convinced that Edmonton and Calgary are going to be as strong, even Seattle going to be as strong as Vancouver. So I had them at second in the Pacific behind the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, obviously, the Canucks are going to get a lot of scoring from their top 9 especially. That's the hope. Defense, a lot of questions, and then goaltending, I'm very confident with Demko and Halak. Still weird to say Halak and not Demko and Holtby. So let's go with second in the Pacific. That might be aiming a little high, but what else would you expect from me? Game Pass guys, once COVID settles down, would you ever get a group of followers to get together to watch a game, even if it's just a restaurant or something for a watch party? Absolutely yes. I think that's a great idea. I'm definitely not going to be at my house because I don't want everyone knowing where I live, but I think I'll do it at a public place like a pub such as Monkey Nine Brewing, who's the sponsor of many of my videos. Maybe throw in a bowling night or something. So we'll see. We'll see. But yes, that is something that's in the works for sure. I'd love to have a get-together of some sorts. Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzy, in the next few seasons, we have a lot of contracts up. Right now, it's Pettersson, Hughes, then Besser, then Horvat, then Miller. In the next few years, who do you think goes and who stays? I think that Horvat's going to stay. I definitely think... I think Besser and Miller are the two iffies. I actually have a feeling, even though he's going to be more expensive than Miller, I think Besser's going to be the one to stay and Miller's going to be the one that goes. I know Besser's got a $7.5 million qualifying offer coming, but if he has a really good season this year, I think he'll earn it. I think JT Miller's the one. He makes a little less, $5 million or so, but he's also a few years older. So I just have a feeling that Miller will be the one who would kind of play hardball when it came to negotiating. Just a gut feeling I have. So if I had to rank them in order of staying, it would be, of course, Pettersson and Hughes this year, and then Horvat for sure. Besser, likely Miller would be the guy I would choose. Andreas, can you please make the roster how you want? Do you want JT as a left wing or a center? Definitely want him on the wing as part of the Lotto line. So I would go Pettersson with Besser and Miller, Horvat with Hoglander and Connor Garland. Third line of Dickinson between Pearson and Podkolzin. You might switch Podkolzin and Hoglander, but that's fine. And then fourth line would be Brandon Sutter, Tyler Mott. And I would do, I don't know, I'd do Matthew Highmore. I like him more than Zach McEwen. Then Zach McEwen's your extra forward. On D, I would have Ekman Larson play with one of Myers or Poolman, maybe Myers. Then I would go Hughes Hamnick. And then I would go Rathbone with Poolman. And then I would also have Brad Hunt on the left side. And I'd have to think who my right side would be. Oh, Luke Shen. So I'd use Hunt and Shen as my extra defenseman. And then, of course, in goal, it would be Demko and Halak. So there's 23. There's 13 forwards, 8 defensemen, and 2 goalies. Obviously, 3 of those guys would be healthy scratches. Mango, do you think there's a chance they'll trade one of their RFAs? I mean, no one thought they'd get rid of that Louis contract. Not this summer, Mango. I think, obviously, they're going to trade. They're not going to trade. They're going to sign Pettersson and Hughes. They're going to sign Dickinson. And Olli Levy of the 4 would be the one that, as I hinted at yesterday, they might look at. But how much are you really going to get for him? So I don't think they'll be trading any of their RFAs. Onward and upwards. How bad is Tucker Poolman's contract? What does the signing show about Benning? The contract is not great, but it's not brutal. I think $2.5 million is okay, maybe a little high, and 4 years is a little high. Maybe I'd love $2 million at 3 years, but it sounds like there's a big demand for him, so that's why they probably went 2.5 at 4. I think it's not great, but it's not brutal. What does the signing show about Benning? Well, he values those stay-at-home right shot Ds. Look at the guys they signed: Hamonic, Poolman, and Luke Shen. And it also tells me that he'll never have the perfect offseason. I think the Ekman-Larsson trade and Garland trade were good. I think Dickinson trade was good. I think getting out of Eriksson, Beagle, Roussel, Holtby, Schmidt, I think all those big money big ticket items. You know what I'm trying to say. I think that was good work. But and then with the draft, we'll see about Klimovich. And so I think he's had a decent offseason. And I like Sutter. I like Halak. I like the Hamonic signing, maybe a little bit too much. But I think overall he did okay. Crispy Assassin. Do you think Tyler Myers is a top 4 D-man? And also is Brock Besser required to get a minimum of $7.5 million a year? So Crispy Assassin, do I think Myers is a top 4 D-man? He certainly paid like it, right? $6 million a year. I think he could be a 4th D-man. So top 4, like the second pairing guy, even though the Canucks may have to use him as the first pairing guy. Is Brock required to get a minimum of 7.5? Yes. He's under the old rules where it's at least 100% of your last year of the contract. So not AAV, but salary. So 7.5. Back. A lot of these contracts made a few years ago were backloaded, so they could get a bigger qualifying offer. Now, any new contracts, it's the lesser of the last year of the contract or 120% of the AAV. So that would be interesting because Brock's AAV is 6. 120% of that is 7.2, and then his last year 7.5. So under the new rules, we would have saved $300,000 on the qualifying offer. That dude says, since Edler is gone, who does Green give the A to? And then Amit also says, who do you think will be our assistant alternate captains next year? So I think usually they had Horvat and then 1 more forward and 2 more D. And so with Sutter back, I think it'll be Sutter. And then on D, gosh, the only veteran is Meyer. Well, no, Hamonic's a veteran too. But Hughes has actually got the longest tenure of all the defensemen. That's crazy to think about it. Canucks tenure. So maybe you go Ekman-Larsson and Myers. Yeah, so I think it would be Horvat as a captain. Then 3 associates would be Sutter, Ekman-Larsson, and Myers. That's my guess. If you need another forward, I would go Miller or PD already. Dave, do you think there's any chance we lose one of the 3 unsigned forwards, Dickinson, Pettersson, or... Okay, you said forward. So maybe unsigned players, Hughes, Pettersson, or Dickinson? Or is it realistic to believe they'll all have contracts come season start? They'll all be on the team, Dave. That's the whole point of why they're clearing money, is to be able to sign those 3 guys. So I have 0% concern that they are not on the team. Nick, who's your favorite Canuck of all time? This guy, Roberto Luongo. I loved him when he played. I loved his passion. Loved the Olympics. And I love the fact that after I wrote a couple songs for him after he got traded, that he wrote me a DM thanking me on Twitter for it. So that was kind of cool. Dustin the Wind. Do you think we will see the current roster live up to what the bubble Canucks were able to accomplish last year? Which roster do you like better? I've been thinking about this a lot. I actually like this roster better now. I do. I actually think Jack Rathbone's going to surprise some people. I think we are deeper this year. So and if Demko can play as good as Markstrom, and remember how Demko was good in the bubble, it turned out to be his game, his shoulders that the team rode on. I like this team better. Live up to what the bubble, so that means get to the second round. Yes, I think the Canucks can do that. I'm not sure if they can exceed that. They can win a first round in the playoffs, and then of course they got to get through Vegas in the second round. So they might end up doing the exact same thing. But I do think this roster is better. Noah, will our 7th defenseman be Luke Shen, and will Ole Levy be our 8th guy, or should it be Brad Hunt? And will one of Levy, Hunt, or Shen have to go to the AHL? Yeah, I think it's going to be Hunt and Shen as 7 and 8, or whatever order you want to put them in. Because Levy requires waivers, I think that's not going to stop the Canucks, actually. So I think they'll still try and get them down to Abbotsford if they need to. And if someone picks them up, then hey, someone will pick them up. And I think they'd rather lose Levy at this point over Hunter Shen. Hunter Shen both have sounds like one guy. Hunter Shen sounds like a good player. No, Hunt or Shen experienced guys who you can slot in lineup no problem. Oli Ulevi, maybe you're not as confident in. So as much as I've been a Ulevi supporter in the past, I think all this depth, yes, you got to fill up the Abbotsford roster, but I think that Hunt and Shen might move ahead of Ulevi on the depth chart. And lastly, Canuck Luck. I like this question. Why don't you edit your videos? That's a fair question, and it's something I've talked about before on this channel. Not recently, though. Canuck Luck, I like to say, this is my Canucks take all in one take. I like to think I'm a one-take wonder. Basically, a couple of things. Most of it is convenience, to be honest with you. Usually, I'm recording the video at work or on my way to work, and I want them to be timely, right? I say that right in my intro. Canucks Insight, that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. So I like the fact that I can record in my car, go up to my office and press upload as I do a quick thumbnail, do video description, and boom, I'm done. I'm done in 10 minutes after. I'm done 10 minutes after I've pressed the record button and ending it. 10 minutes later, it's up on YouTube, and then I'm done. And then I can go on with my work day, and I like it. I'm really proud of my hits and views to time spent on video ratio. I think it's really good because, like I said, I don't do any edits. Now I know how to edit. I've done some edit, with my music videos and other videos where I understand the importance of graphics, transitions, titles, music, background music, sound effects, all those things. And I've tinkered with those in some of my other videos, but from a true convenience standpoint, I like the way I'm doing it. And the second thing, it's a little bit smaller, but important too. I think doing it in one take shows that I know what I'm talking about. I don't have any notes on the side. I'm not reading off a script, and I'm not editing anything out. No jump cuts, no nothing. So what you see is what you get. It's raw, it's unfiltered, and it's off the cuff. And I think that's what I want to show. Not show off, but it's what I want to show. And I think it's what my subscribers are used to. There are a lot of good other good YouTubers that do a lot of editing, but they spend a lot more time and energy editing, and that's good on them. But for me, I found a niche, and I found a style that works for me. But Canuck Luck, thanks for that good question. Thanks to all of you for your questions. I appreciate them very much. Leave a comment below with your reaction to any of them if you want. And shout out to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Justin Credible, nucksfan number 29, Lucas Gates, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shea Family Channel, Jamie Sports Talk and More, Shannon Hollingworth, and Andrew Chang. Thanks for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this in my videos or on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Going to do some Hall of Fame chats this week, which I'm excited about. Tonight, 10:30, join me for my live stream. So much to talk about, and we'll be drawing the winner for my 7K giveaway. So hope to see you tonight. In the meantime, subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to, become a member of this channel if you like to. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless. And go Canucks go.